What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Menace, and today we are coming in with a banger of a video, a true hoot and a holler. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the fuck in, okay? We are coming in talking about some crazy shit, some mushroom stories, okay? A mushroom story time. And this time, I gotta tell you about not my first time, but a buddy of mine's first time. Someone who's even been on the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Nick. So, we're going to jump right into the video, but before we do, I just want to make sure that you guys are all aware. Please like and subscribe, drop a comment down below, whatever the case may be on the YouTube video as well. I have a TikTok, Instagram, Twitch, and Twitter now. So the TikTok's going to be at the menace, or sorry, at the dot menace 08. Okay, that's my TikTok. Then on my Instagram, it is at the menace 426, same thing as my Twitch, okay? And then finally, we have my Twitter, which is the same thing as my YouTube, at the menace 42069. All the links will be linked in the description below, so go like those up, go show some love, go show some appreciation. And if you guys drop a comment or anything on those videos, I will make sure that I respond. So thank you all very much for those of you who do that. Without further ado, let's jump right into the video. So I gotta take you guys back, actually this year, 2026, okay? And me and Walter, we like doing this thing where we go and we buy bulk of mushrooms, okay? And we've done this. This was our second time doing it. So what we do is we buy an ounce, okay? Because of bulk pricing, it becomes really cheap. You know, if you buy one 3.5 bag, or sorry, 3.5 bags, so 7 grams. It's like $65. It's a fucking lot of money. But if you buy a whole ounce, it's only like 160. Split that two ways, it's $90, and you have like a whole bunch of trippage. You feel me? You got like 4 fucking trips that you can do. So it just makes more sense. So me and Walter split it right down the middle, and whatever the case may be. Now, on this fateful day, we wanted to trip, not only just trip, but we wanted to trip with a buddy of ours, Nick. Okay, we're like a little friend group. You know what I mean? We're very um tight in that sense, whatever the case may be. And so we were like, Nick, you got to come over and you're going to spend the night and we're tripping tonight. And he's like, bet, I'm so down, right? And it took a lot of convincing, mind you, to get him here, okay? We had to go through my mom and making sure she was cool with it, which took a lot of convincing on my part. Then to get Nick's parents on the same page of, hey, we're going to have a sleepover and we're going to, yeah, it's going to be so great, whatever the case may be. And then Walter had to come down from fucking Elkhorn or wherever the fuck in Wisconsin he's from, okay? But whatever the case may be, we finally did it, ladies and gentlemen. We finally did it. So whatever the case may be, fucking Nick comes over, right, with Walter, and we're all chilling, and we grab the bags of mushrooms and we pop them open. And now it's Nick's first time, right? And so I don't want to dose this kid, okay? So I start taking a little bit out of his, okay? I'm like, you know what? If you take a 2.5, we're all taking, me and Walter are taking 3.5s. I'm like, you should be fine. You should be on the same playing field as us, and you'll be chilling. So we give him a 2.5. He takes it and he's gagging. I'm gagging. Walter, he's a fucking beast. This kid just shoves them all in his mouth and just goes. I don't know how the fuck he does it. He's like, they just taste like normal mushrooms. No, they don't. They taste like shit. Whatever the case may be. So as we're sitting here eating them, um, fucking Nick is like, yo, I want to put him into a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And I'm like, I've heard that that works. I'm like, but I've never tried it myself. I don't like it. I like putting something like crunchy with it because otherwise it's going to be like a crunchy PB&J. And I don't fuck with the crunchy PB&J. So I pulled out some fucking grilled chicken and I just started breaking it off and putting my mushrooms within the grilled chicken, and this shit went down pretty smooth. I might say for myself, you know what I mean? So anyway, he puts them in this fucking PB&J, right, and starts munching, okay? Whatever, we get them all down the hatch. Now, we're sitting downstairs. We're like, okay, let's, pull out some Fortnite. And so we start playing some Fortnite. Nick goes first, and he's just dominating, dude. He's dominating, making it top 5, right? All of a sudden, the mushrooms start to, like, low-key hit a little bit. Like, we're starting to just feel a little bit more, up and just a little bit more, smiley and giggly and whatever the case may be. All of a sudden, the visuals start hitting, right? And, we're all just kind of laughing and joking, and we go outside. We're all sitting on my back patio, and Walter had brought over some cigars, so we were all sitting out there, fucking smoking some weed, smoking some cigars, having a grand fucking time. Well, all of a sudden, Nick just like I don't know what happened, but he just like lost it. Like lost every fucking brain cell in his head and just starts like tweaking. Not tweaking like, "Oh my god, I'm going to die. Oh my god, what the fuck is happening to me? Oh my god." Not like that. Not like that. He starts tweaking like just yelling, "Yes, Drill Sergeant." Now, if you watched his pod, I don't know the fucking actual thing. It'll be linked below. But if you watched the Nick pod, you know that he's going into the military. So he's like super into it. And all he kept saying was, "Yes, Drill Sergeant. Yes, Drill Sergeant." And like would scream it. And we're sitting out there like, dude, you need to calm the fuck down. Like literally, you need to calm the fuck down. And every time that we tell him to calm down, he just gets louder and louder and louder. And so we're like, what the fuck is going on here? Right? Whatever the case may be, he's like standing up, walking all over the place, walking into my neighbor's yard and shit. And me and Walter, we're just sitting here like, what the fuck is going on? Because mind you, we're tripping our balls off too. We're staring up into the sky, being like, ooh, ah. But fucking Nick's over here trespassing and shit. So we're like, what the fuck? So eventually we're like, yo, you need to sit down. And he's like, I don't want to sit down. We're like, okay, what do you want to do then? He's like, I don't know. I want to go play Fortnite. And then just leaves and just goes back inside. Now, to put this into perspective, on my back patio, there's a sliding glass door, and that sliding glass door also has a screen. So he didn't shut the sliding glass door, he just shut the screen. So we could like still hear him and whatever. And this kid's yelling, like genuinely yelling, okay? Not like, ah, but like yelling nonetheless. You know what I mean? He's like, yes, Joe Sergeant, yes, Joe Sergeant. Another thing he kept saying, and he would look me dead in the eyes, this has a kick. That's what he kept saying. This has a kick. And like all the time. So whatever the case may be, we're sitting here. He's playing fucking Fortnite. And me and Walter, we're just chilling outside, smoking our cigars, having a great time, chit-chatting and shit. All of a sudden, we're like, okay, this kid's so fucked up. He's rolling on my floor, like pressing his nose against my sliding glass door screen. You feel me? Just going, oh, whoa, whoa. So I go back inside. All of a sudden, I go back inside to try and calm him down. And my mom calls from upstairs. She's like, Menace? I'm like, what? And she's like, get up here now. I'm like, what the fuck? What's going on? Okay, what the fuck's going on? So I go upstairs. Mind you, again, I'm tripping. She takes me all the way upstairs to her dark ass room and is like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, he's inside. He's tripping. I'm like, I don't really know what the fuck's going on. I'm like, I don't know what's wrong. She's like, well, we have neighbors. Our landlord lives next door. She's like, I don't want the cops getting called or anything like that. She's like, you need to handle this situation. I'm like, I will handle it. I will handle it. So I go back downstairs and I look at Nick and I'm like, dude, gotta get it together, my brother. Okay, you gotta get it together because my mom is one of the chillest fucking people on the planet when it comes to drugs. She don't give a fuck as long as you're not rowdy, you're chilling. But this kid's being rowdy, so now she has to get involved. Ask anybody who comes over to my house and does drugs with me. Ask anybody. My parents never get involved, okay? If they have to get involved, they will get involved, but they don't ever have to get involved. So the fact that they are getting involved is kind of a big deal. And me and Walter really understood that even on mushrooms because Walter comes over all the time and does shit with me, especially mushrooms. So he knows that like my parents don't fuck with you like that. Like my parents won't like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like they don't care. They know what we're doing. I make sure that they're in the loop of what the fuck's going on. So whatever the case may be, I go downstairs and I'm like, yo, you need to calm it the fuck down, okay? Because my parents are getting involved. And he is just like literally two brain cells, low IQ as fuck, high as fuck, retarded, okay? And he's just sitting there and he's just like, I'm like, what? All of a sudden, this kid just starts like hitting us and like charging at us and shit. And I'm like, dude, stop. You need to calm down. Like, bro, you need to calm down. And he's just not calm. He's not calming down. He's just like yelling, not yelling, again, like not screaming, but just like speaking very fucking loudly, like to the point where like he's basically fucking yelling at us. And I'm like, dude, you need to calm down. But his words are just like incomprehensible. Like, I'm saying, hey, you need to calm down. What the fuck's going on? And all of a sudden he's like, fucking Superman has a really big penis. Shit like that. You know what I mean? But he's like yelling it. Does that make sense? He's like, Superman has a really big penis. So whatever the case may be. So eventually, me and Walter are getting fucking fed up with this shit. And all of a sudden, he just keeps attacking us and attacking us. And we're just like, dude. So then all of a sudden, we're like, dude, you need to calm the fuck down or else you're going to get hit because we're done with this shit. Like, you need to calm down. And he's just not stopping. And I'm like, bro. So then eventually I'm yelling at him. I'm yelling at him, right? Walter's yelling at him. Walter's like kind of like low key hitting him a little bit and being like, dude, knock it the fuck off. Like you're at someone's house. You know what I mean? Like it's not like you're at your own crib. You know, you can scream, you can do what you want because what the fuck is people gonna, you know what I mean? What the fuck are people gonna say? You're at my crib. You know what I mean? You're at my house. So Walter's tweaking out a little bit. All of a sudden, and this at this point I was really fed up with it. At this point I was super fed up. So all of a sudden fucking Nick comes running over and he just like basically like tackles me and I'm like, "Oh, you want to play, motherfucker?" And I just put him in a headlock. Probably not the best thing to do on mushrooms. Probably not the best thing, but I put this fucking I was like, "Oh yeah, you want to play? You want to fucking play? I'll play, dude. I'll play. You want to fucking play?" Like this is like you're pissing me off now at this point. At this point I've given you ample amount of warnings. At this point I've given you ample amount of time to be like, "Yo, chill the fuck out because you're pissing me off, you're pissing Walter off, you're pissing my parents off. What the fuck is going on?" I'm like, "Let's play some Cards Against Humanity. Maybe that'll sober him up a little bit and just get him in the right headspace and he'll laugh and we'll all have a good time." So I pulled down Cards Against Humanity. And all of a sudden, Walter's like, "No, I don't want to play Cards Against Humanity." He's like, "It's boring." I'm like, "Come on, bro. Just sit down and play some Cards Against Humanity." He's like, "No, no, no." All of a sudden, my mom calls me. She has a question about Nick, fucking whatever. So I go upstairs. I come back down after talking with my mom for a little bit, and all of the Cards Against Humanity are dumped on the floor and spread everywhere. Walter's just sitting there looking at me like, "What the fuck?" And I'm just looking at him like, "What the fuck? What is going on?" All of a sudden, I look over at Nick, and Nick is literally eating the fucking Cards Against Humanity cards. Like, chewing, swallowing, finishing. Like, he's shitting out Cards Against Humanity probably at this moment as we speak. Whatever the case may be. So, me and Walter were like, "Dude, what the fuck is going on, man?" And we spend the next probably hour just trying to calm this kid down, right? Like, he's like, "I gotta go pee." And we're like, "Okay, go pee. Just don't stare at yourself in the mirror." And then he goes in and stares at himself in the mirror. And I literally told him, I'm like, "Why are you doing everything that I'm telling you not to do? Like, I am experienced in this shit. Walter's experienced in this shit. Why the fuck are you not listening to us? It's your first time, retard." Like, Jesus! It's getting me mad thinking about it. It's getting me mad thinking about it right now, actually. Okay? Whatever the case may be. So, fucking eventually, my mom calls me upstairs and I'm like, "What? What's going on?" And she's like, "Hey, um, I have you thought about giving him any milk?" And I'm like, "Oh, that's a great idea. I should have thought about that. Why didn't I think about that?" And she's like, "Why don't you give him some ice cream?" I'm like, "Yes, goated idea." So I go to the kitchen, I grab some ice cream. My mom and my stepdad are fucking dying laughing at this whole situation. Like at this point, they know that no one's like calling the cops or anything. At this point, they're not really that worried. But at the same point in time, they're like also laughing their ass off because there's some fucking kid just tripping their balls off in my basement and just like destroying it. And it's fucking making me pissed off. Like, pisses me off so bad. I digress. So whatever the case may be, I go and get this kid some ice cream and he eats it and whatever and he's vibing, you know what I mean? So then at this point, I called G Funky because G Funky was at work and so now she's off and I call her and I'm like, "Hey, I need you to come over to my house. I know you said that you didn't want to come over, but I need you to come over, right?" And she's like, "Why?" Well, like, what's going on? I'm like, "The situation is bad. I'm like, I need a trip sitter because me and Walter are fucked up too. You know what I mean? Like we're fucked up on mushrooms too. So it's kind of like we need somebody here sober to be like, Nick, calm the fuck down, okay? Calm the fuck down because you're starting to piss everybody off. You know what I'm saying? We need someone sober to be here and do that." All of a sudden she's like, "Yeah, that's fine. I'll come over. Cool." And this kid is like still tweaking. He's like climbing on my couch and like fucking doing cartwheels and fucking all sorts of crazy shit. And I'm like, "Okay, cool. Thank God." Takes G Funky like 35 minutes to get over to the house. Whatever the case may be, by the time she gets over, this kid Nick, you know what I mean? He's fucking slumped out on all over my couch. So she's like, "Why did I come over?" I'm like, "You got to understand when I called you, shit was like bad. Shit was really bad." And she's like, "How is it bad?" And I'm like, "Look around you. Cards Against Humanity's everywhere. I got Oreos stomped into the fucking carpet." You know what I mean? Not the most fun thing in the goddamn world, if I might say myself. So whatever the case may be, fucking eventually Nick's slumped on the couch. He's just, out of it. Walter and me are hanging out with G Funky. We're all chit-chatting, shooting the shit. Walter's getting progressively more fucked up, you know what I mean? He's been hitting the cart and shit. So we're all hitting the cart. Um and eventually, fucking G Funky goes upstairs to go to bed, and me and Walter, we go outside, and we're like, Nick's asleep. Like, what the fuck else do we got to do, And we're chilling outside, and we're just sitting there talking. I'm like, whatever. I'm sober at this point. Basically, from the time I put this kid in a headlock, I basically sobered up right then and there because I was like, dude, like, I can't do this shit anymore. I can't be high. Wasn't like totally sober. Like, I was still feeling the mushrooms. Don't get me wrong, but like the left my body. Does that make sense? I was just stone cold sober, whatever the case may be. We're sitting outside, we're just digressing about the night, and Walter's just telling me how fucked up he is. He's like, "How are you not fucked up?" I'm like, "Ever since I put him in the headlock, I snapped out of it. Like immediately. Immediately. As soon as I realized that this situation was getting out of control, like I am not a physically aggressive person whatsoever. I don't get in fights. I don't do that shit. You know what I mean? But like as soon as I had to get physically involved, I was like I had like my trip was over. My fun time was over. Now I'm pissed off. Now I'm physically involved. You know what I mean? I told him I was like that was like the moment I sobered up, and now I'm just kind of stoned, low key. Like that's just how I feel, and whatever the case may be. And Walter's just really fucked up. All of a sudden, fucking, we're chilling outside, and Walter just like springs up. He's like, I feel it. And then at that same exact moment, Nick opens the fucking sliding door, and he's like, what's up, guys? So now what the fuck's going on? Because Nick comes out and he's apologizing profusely. He's like, I don't like really remember like what the fuck happened. He's like, I remember it, but I don't. He's like, but like what the fuck? And I'm like, yeah, I know. I like at this point I'm like, I'm definitely cooled off. I'm not as mad anymore, but I'm still a little fucking perturbed, if I might say so myself. So whatever the case may be, now Walter's kind of being the one that's a little fucked up, right? He's a little bit on the loopy side because now at this point he doesn't have to worry about Nick. You know what I mean? Nick was sleeping on the couch and now he's up and now he's ready to go. So now he's able to enjoy his mushroom trip. I was just kind of low key sober. Well, eventually I get tired and I go to bed. And that's pretty much the end of the story. I don't really know what Walter and Nick did that previous night, but you know what? Fuck it, we ball. So I hope you guys appreciated the video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and drop a comment down below if you've ever been with a friend who has tripped out this hard on mushrooms and just made a whole mess of your basement, okay, or your room or your house or whatever the fucking case may be, wherever you guys are tripping. So thank you all very much for watching. Don't forget to go add those socials: TikTok, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, X, whatever, YouTube. Please drop a like, please drop a comment, please drop a follow. Anything you guys can do, it really supports me and really helps out the channel. You guys have a wonderful day. Bye.